This is Jack and Nancy Robinson for Channel 25 Mobile in North Andover, covering the elections for 1986. My co-host Breen and Ellis Fitzpatrick. But your host today for the Mobile part, it's Jack and Nancy Robinson, and our cameraman, as always, is Andy Beresford. Well, tell me, Nancy, how do you like North Andover?
It's a beautiful town.
It is. It's a town that has gone through quite a bit of change. When I say change, the population has really just exploded. Going through the elections now, you can see there's this town charter that is before the voters today. If this town charter is approved, then there will be a great change in our form of government here in North Andover. And one of the reasons that they proposed this town charter, of which they had a study committee, was because of the expansion of the town. Here we have Mr. Ted Phelan, the city assessor. Let's get out right now, Nancy. Get out. Take one. And here we have Mr. Ted Phelan, who is our town assessor. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
Have you voted today, Ted?
Not yet, this evening.
I see. Well, this is our first precinct we're going to now is Brad Street. And it's going to be interesting to see if they have the turnout. If you recall last year, remember we had that snowstorm?
Yes, we did, yes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's quite a nice day today. You couldn't ask for a better day, and hopefully this will bring more people out to vote. And I think, would you care to comment on some of the issues that are coming up at the election? I'm sure you're well aware of this, and since you spend all of your time here in the town hall.
Well, I've been here for 36 years, and I like the town. I like the town, the way the town is being run. And I'm not too happy about going for the charter for one certain reason, that other towns haven't been very successful with it. And I was hoping that our town could be run the way it has been in the past by people who have been dedicated to the town. Thank you.
Nancy, would you want to come over here now, please?
Ted, how you doing? Good.
Come on here, Nancy.
Tom, how are you? Good, how are you?
I'll do the microphone.
Great.
Tom, I want you to meet Nancy Robinson. She is a co-host on this Mobile part of our program today.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about town of North Andover, and she has quite a background in media. And she is more or less learning the ropes of the interviewing of town officials, and you just happened to come along. So, well, how's the turnout?
Very good. Every poll, it's every precinct is high for this time of the day. It's only around, what, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere in there. And the percentage is real good right now, John. Looks like a big turnout.
Well, that's good. I was recalling other years with the snowstorm.
Yeah, you remember those. Yeah.
Oh, do I ever. Yeah. According to Tom McAvoy, Nancy, they are having a good turnout. Let's stop off here at the Brad Street School and talk to some of these poll workers. I've always admired the poll workers because they're out there. If it's a cold day, they're standing in the cold weather, and they have their signs out. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did that.
Oh, yes. Oh, we
Quite a
know,
few
right.
times.
All right, take one. This is the Brad Street Precinct 1. All right, here we are at the Brad Street School, Precinct 1, the first precinct here in the town of North Andover. And as we had reported earlier, the voting is a little better than it was last year. I think this is due to the weather. Well, here we have our first guest here. Obviously, he's for Dan Long, who is running for re-election for town clerk. What is your name?
Ted Snell.
How you doing, Ted?
Good, John. Thank you.
What would you say about the turnout today?
It's been kind of slow so far this morning. Yes, it has, yeah. But this day should bring them out.
Oh, yeah. If you recall last year, remember we had the snowstorm?
That's right.
Yeah. So how's Dan taking it? Is he working hard?
Oh, he's working very, very hard, yeah. Dan is looking forward to a good vote for sure.
Remind him now to, as soon as he gets the results, to call in Channel 25 tonight for the results, because we're going on the air at 8 o'clock and remain on the air until the final results are in. So remind Dan to call, all right? He keeps us posted.
For Ellie and Mr. Breen, right?
Ah, yes, yeah. The big two, right?
Indeed.
And we have here a gentleman who is working for James Dewhurst, who is our current town treasurer. What is your name, sir?
My name is Tom Casale.
Tom Casale. I see Tom. And could you tell us something about Mr. Dewhurst, how you people have been working hard in the election?
Well, Jim is he's done an excellent job, and he feels that he'd like to have it for 3 more years and finish his term and retire.
I see. Okay, well, as we were saying earlier, it's lucky. It's nice weather today. It's comfortable out here. And as I've always said, people to stand out here and hold signs and so forth. Well, here are the sounds of the city now. We couldn't ask for more sound effects. Here goes our fire department into action now. We were just talking earlier. I met Ted Phelan, how we were talking about way in the past in the town, and one of the sounds of the town was that fire horn, and how we old townies miss it, you know. But we got the modern version now. We got the siren. Okay, and of course you're working for Chris Smith. Why are you working for Chris Smith? I wonder why.
Well, Chris is my aunt. I came all the way down from Vermont today. I go to school up Vermont and work up there at Killington. I came down today just to work the election.
Well, that's very good. And what is your, I know you, well, you better tell the audience.
Walt Northam.
Okay, well, now tell me, what are you doing what are you taking up in college?
I'm taking computer information systems up there. Right now I'm working at Killington also as a ski rental operator.
Don't you have a brother who's a second lieutenant in the Army?
Yeah, he's Gene Northam. He's in Germany right now, the second lieutenant in the United States Army.
So he won't be over here for the election.
No, I don't think
Did he cast an absentee ballot?
Actually, I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, tell us, has Chris been working hard? I imagine she has.
Very hard, very hard. And I feel confident today with this nice weather that all the voters will be out and she'll take it away.
Okay, that's good. Well, nice talking with you. And I have here one of my former students. Now, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
And what is your name?
Rod Perron.
Yeah, and you're working for Tom McAvoy.
Yes, I am.
So we were just talking to Tom earlier, and I guess he was telling us he was out there campaigning hard and so forth, and so you've been working hard, I suppose.
Oh, very. I think he's a quite credible candidate also.
Mm-hmm. And how long now will you have to stand out here?
Probably till 11. Move to a different location.
Oh, I see. So you'll be working all day. All right. So we'll probably run into you later on in the afternoon and take it from there and see how things have developed. Okay? Well, nice talking with you.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Your face looks familiar. What is your name?
Frank Duchamp.
Frank Duchamp. How you doing?
Yourself?
Oh, just fine. And you're out for?
Paul Manzi.
Tell me. Yep. Paul Manzi, town treasurer. How old is Paul?
Paul's in his mid-20s.
Mid-20s. Uh-huh. And have you been out here working hard for him? Have you been all during the campaign?
Yes, I just came down from the Thompson School. I was down there early this morning. It's a pretty good turnout so far, you know. It's a beautiful day. You couldn't ask for a better day.
You can say that again. Last year, as I said, it snowed. Never forget that. So are you working at the polls all day?
Yes, I should be here most of the day. And then tonight we'll just wait for the outcome.
Okay, we'll talk to you later on during the day and get some more interviews. And we have a guest, a host, we should say, from one of the TV stations who's going to take over my job in the afternoon interviewing. That's Nancy Robinson. So she'll be interviewing you later on, okay?
Thank you.
And now we have here a gentleman who is working for Kathleen Demers for town clerk. What is your name, sir?
Kenneth Demers,
Kenneth Demers, and you are?
the husband.
Oh, you're Mr. Demers. Mm-hmm. Fine, I suppose. Well, you're right there now. You can tell us about the campaign. Have you been people who have been working hard?
Yes, we've had people out delivering handouts the last 2 weekends, showing my wife's qualifications and all that. And we've had a lot of young kids between the ages of 10 and 14 helping us out, and they've been doing an excellent job. And this has been very interesting campaign, you know. Nothing's been dirty, you know, going on between Long and my wife, so, you know, I hope it stays that way.
Oh, yes. And tell me, this is your first, shall we say, introduction to campaigning?
Well, I helped her with her charter committee. You know,
Well, that's right. She had the experience of that.
and that was really cold that year. And I'm glad this year it's warmer. So.
Well, what do you think about the charter? You think that's going to go through?
Yes, the town needs to be revamped, and you know, hopefully it's to the best of the people. You know, something has to be done.
Well, when you see Mrs. Kathleen Demers, she's invited to go to Channel 25 tonight. We're going on the air at 8 o'clock, and we'll go off the air when the results come in. So anytime, after 9 o'clock when she starts to get the results, she's certainly welcome to stop off at the studio at the high school to say a few words to the voters, okay?
And I'm here at the Mr. Donut Coffee Shop in North Andover. And with me I have John Manning, who is the dog officer for the town of North Andover. And John, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Good.
Nice day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day for an election.
A lot better than mine last year.
Yeah, I heard about the snowstorm. Oh no. Let's take two donut shop. Hi, this is Nancy Robinson, and I'm reporting from the Mr. Donut Coffee Shop in North Andover. And with me I have John Manning, who is the dog officer for the town of North Andover. Good morning, John.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day for the election.
John, how long have you lived in North Andover?
I've been here about 7 years now.
7 years. This year's election seems to be of a lot more importance than previous ones. Can you tell me why?
Well, it's very important because of the charter, number one. The charters, if approved by the voters, is going to make a big change in the town. It's something the town really needs. But I find the selectmen's race very interesting. And Paul Manzi and Mr. Dewhurst, pretty tight too.
Take one in the donut shop. Peter V. Garofoli interview. Well, they say that the donut shop is a meeting place of old friends, and I have here Dr. Peter V. Garofoli, former superintendent of schools in North Andover. I worked with Dr. Garofoli, or Peter, my friend, of a long time. He's retired now, and I am retired, and two retirees meeting in the donut shop. Tell me, Peter, I was talking with Ted Phelan earlier. We were going over the growth of the town in North Andover. And now let's talk about way back when you first came into the school department, how it's grown today.
Well, the town certainly has grown. There's no doubt about it, especially way out by the Salem Street area. All the new homes out there. And as you well know, I imagine they have brought in a number of children for the school department.
Yes, it certainly has grown. And you were really here for the very basics, for the building of this. And I would like to mention you are watching Channel 25. And if it was not for this gentleman sitting next to me, there would be no Channel 25. When cable first came into town, I presented this concept of a local access cable educational sports channel to Dr. Garofoli. He endorsed it wholeheartedly, and I can remember our first broadcast. We presented the program to the school committee, and it was live on a TV set in the Atkinson School. Remember that?
Oh yes, I certainly recommended it to the committee, and I'm pleased that I did because I think it's been a very useful instrument in the town for the town to get across its messages and to, for example, tonight explain the vote that perhaps will be recorded quite early.
Well, let's hope it comes in early anyway. Well, tell me now, are you enjoying your retirement?
Oh, I am very much so. Of course, I did have a bout with an operation just about a month ago. And I'm recuperating from that, but I feel great, and it's wonderful to be around.
Yes, I suppose it is. I can say I am enjoying my retirement. I'll tell you what I found out today, though. This sport coat, you wouldn't believe this. I bought this to go to a friend's wedding back in July. Fit me perfect. Well, I went to put it on today for the first time, and I can't button it. So you're going to see me walking come June. I'll be walking around town, okay? And we'll get in shape together. Well, here we are now. We're on our approach here to the Thompson School. On my left here, you can see the precinct workers, and you can see that the cars are out here. It looks like this precinct has a little bit more activity than we have had in the past. No question about it. So why don't we just swing over here at the Thompson School and see what's going on.
Robinson, and I'm here at the Thompson School. And with me I have, can I have your name, sir?
George Myers.
George Myers?
Myers, yes.
And how long have you lived in North Andover, sir?
36 years.
36 years, very good. What is your opinion of this year's election as opposed to previous elections?
Well, I think it's going to be a good one on account of the weather we have here, and this charter should bring out a heavy vote.
Definitely. I see that you are standing for Dan Long for re-election for the town clerk. And why is Mr. Long your favorite in this election?
I have known Dan for a long time, and Dan has been our town clerk for 8 years, and I think Dan has done a very good job in the 8 years he has been in there. And with this charter, I don't think that a new town clerk could be of any more assistance than Dan would be.
Definitely then. Okay, how long are you going to be out here for, and how long have you been out here already?
Oh, I start at 7 o'clock. I'll be right through the day.
7 o'clock right here, or have you been traveling all over the town?
I traveled. I started at the Bradstreet, and we'll be making the rounds all day.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, how are you? Good. Can I have your name, please?
Jacob Giragosian.
Jacob.
From Methuen.
From Methuen.
From Methuen.
Ah, okay.
Trying to help out Tom McAvoy.
Why are you trying to help out Tom McAvoy?
I think he's a good fella, and I like him.
How long have you known him?
Oh, geez, 21, 22 years.
Oh my goodness, wow. Can you tell me why? Any other special reasons that you are,
Well, I think he did a good job before, and then I've heard good things about him, so I think I'd like to help him out.
Very good, very good. How's the turnout been so far?
Well, not too heavy, I don't think, so.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad. Can I have your name, please?
You want my telephone number too? We played a role, right? Dan Quinlan.
Dan Quinlan. And you a resident of North Andover?
I certainly am.
And for how long?
1950.
1950, so that's about 36 years. Excellent. I can count. Very good. And you are for Dan Long, town clerk?
That's right.
Can you tell me why?
Because I think he's a very good man. I think he's a hard-working fella. He's an honest fella and a very good family. Yeah, if he wasn't, I wouldn't be here.
No, that's true, definitely. Can you give me your opinion of this year's election as opposed to previous elections?
Well, I think it's going to be a heavy one. A lot of people coming out, the opposition of all the offices, and it'll be a good one.
It's definitely a beautiful day that must have some bearing on it.
Yeah. I think we're bringing out a lot of the elderly right now. My God. They're going around there scooting them out of the homes, I guess. I don't know. The young ones will come out later.
The young ones will come out after school and then after work?
After work, yeah. Definitely. It's going to get heavier.
How long are you going to be out here for?
As long as I can stand it, that's all. It doesn't bother me.
You've been out here since 7 o'clock, too?
I've been out here since 9.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can handle
it. Yeah,
the young guys are going to handle it. We're going to work hard for the kid.
That's right. You got it.
I hope he does good.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure he'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure, too. Okay, well, have a nice day. Thank you.
Yes. Want my phone number now?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can I have your name, please?
John McCabe.
John McCabe. And you are for James H. Dewhurst.
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
Well, Jim's done a great job since he started in office here. He's a lifelong resident of the town, and his family have been here for many, many years, and very honest and reputable people, and he's conducted a very clean and honest campaign, and I really believe in a man's integrity. He's a real gentleman and an asset to the town.
And how long have you yourself been a resident of North Andover?
20 years. 20 years.
So you've seen several elections come and go and pass and everything. Sure. What do you feel is the difference between this year's election and previous elections, outside of the fact that you had a snowstorm last year?
Well, the thing this year is, of course, the charter. Voting in the charter. It's a major thing for the town. As the charter gets in and form of government will change, there'll be a lot more accountability from the various departments. And I believe, of course, it's going to be a good thing. And as far as Jim Dewhurst and other people, their positions will then become appointed positions. And I believe, again, that people who have done a good job, when it does become appointed positions, they should be the people who get these jobs.
That's right. That's true. Okay, thank you very much. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. And your name is?
Marcel Demers.
And you are for Chris Smith. I've ran across quite a few people already for Chris. How long have you been out here this morning?
Just for about an hour or so. I just got here. not too long.
I noticed that you're slightly bundled up as opposed to myself and a couple of other people. You're planning on being out here for quite a while today?
Yeah, probably a couple of hours, and then I'll go home for a while, and then a few more hours later.
Have you done this sort of thing before, polling and everything?
Well, I've never held a sign, but I've held her through all the other elections.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
So you've known Chris for quite a few years, then I take it?
About 10 years.
And how long have you been a resident of North Andover?
25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
So, oops, there goes your hat. So I'd say this is about your 7th election, maybe, that you've been?
Chris, this is the third.
With Chris, it's the third.
Yes.
Okay.
First time I've been real involved.
Can you give us your opinion on Chris's standing and as far as the election goes, or?
Well, I think she's gonna win. Of course, yes.
Think she's gonna win.
Yes, and I think she'd make a great leader for this town again, and she showed it the first time.
Can you tell us a little bit why you think that she would do such a good job if reelected?
Well, she's a really good businesswoman, very strong, has good ideas, and I think we all should agree that she would want to make the town better.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you very much. It's Nancy Robinson. I'm here at the Thompson School. Yes. Related to brother. So you've known him for quite a few years, I take it.
Yes, 23 years.
Can you tell me any particular qualities that Paul might have to be a good town treasurer?
Well, he's young, he's energetic, he's, I don't know, he knows all his financial situations and stuff. I don't know, he's just great for the job. I think he's going to be like one of the greatest town treasurers around.
How old is Paul?
Paul's 25.
25, very good, wow. So you...
I'm hoping for him.
You probably would think that this probably would bring out more of the young people in the town to North Andover?
Yeah, we're hoping for the young to get out and vote.
How's it been so far?
It's been pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
How long have you been out here?
Since 7.
How long are you going to be out here till?
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.
You too. Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
That's good. Can I have your name, please?
Yeah, I'm Phil Busby.
Phil Busby. And you are for the charter.
I am for the charter.
Can you tell me why?
Well, yes, I've been very interested in the town. I was born and raised here, and I'm quite interested in the town. I'm quite concerned at the direction it was taking. We'd like to see North Andover take a new tack and control its own destiny somewhat.
Very good. Hi, this is Nancy Robinson, and I'm here for the North Andover elections at the Franklin School. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have your name, please?
Certainly. My name is Mary Hart from Dale Street at Precinct 5.
Very good. How are you doing this morning?
Excellent. We've had a remarkable turnout. The voters are enthusiastic. The campaign workers are out in force. It's an exciting day for North Andover.
Do you think that this gorgeous, gorgeous day has any bearing on it? I heard that last year at this time you were in the middle of a bad snowstorm.
That is correct. According to the precinct workers here, the number of voters is at a high level. So naturally we're very...
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Can I have your name, please?
Sure. My name's John Simons. I'm the candidate for the planning board.
You are. Very good.
This is done by my daughter Katie. So
Katie,
we
it's...
have a full family participation in the campaign.
It's certainly colorful. It definitely stands out. It's beautiful. She did a very good job on it. How's the turnout been so far this morning?
I think the turnout's been excellent. The wonderful weather today has had a lot to do with it, and I think all the issues and all the campaigns have brought the voters out in almost record numbers today. It's been very impressive. There really hasn't been a slowdown the whole morning here.
Very good.
I'm Ann Conti.
Ann Conti, and you are for Jim Dewhurst for treasurer. Can you tell me why?
Well, Jim has been a lifelong resident of North Andover. He's born here, grew up and went to school, and he knows the town and he knows the people and he knows what the town needs, and I think he's done an excellent job, and I think he's the man for us.
How long have you been?
Well, we're approaching the Kittredge School now, and it seems there's a few cars outside here, and we'll find out the action taking place here. Again, you have those loyal campaign workers out here. Diehards, yes.
7 o'clock this
and I
morning.
can see a candidate here. I can see Paul Manzi, and I can see a few others. So why don't we just pull up here and take a look at what is happening at the Kittredge School.
Nancy Robinson, I'm here at the Kittredge School for the North Andover elections for Channel 25. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
Fine.
Very good. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's good. Can I have your name, please?
Frank Smith.
Frank Smith. And you are from North Andover?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been a resident of North Andover?
Close to about 15, 16 years.
So you've seen quite a few elections come and go.
Oh, yes.
What is your opinion on this election as opposed to previous ones?
Well, I think that the weather is nice, and there's a lot of people out, and hopefully we'll have a good turnout.
Good. I see that you're just holding your sign for Chris Smith. I've seen quite a few of these signs all over North Andover so far. Can you tell me why you are for Chris?
Well, she's an honest person, and that's the reason why.
An honest person. Good morning. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. Can I have your name, please?
Stephen Long.
Stephen Long.
My wife Susan.
Susan.
My co-worker.
Any relation to Dan Long?
He's my uncle.
He's your uncle?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Any special reason why, outside of the fact that he's your uncle, that you are standing out here on this beautiful day this morning?
Because it's a nice day and meeting people, and we think Dan's done a good job for 8 years, and we'd like to see him get reelected.
Can you tell me your opinion on this year's election as opposed to last year's?
I think it's an important one. There's a lot of important offices and questions up for our election this year, and we have a beautiful day, and turnout seems to be good, and I think everybody should get out and vote.
How about you? How are you doing today? Good. That's good. And what's your opinion on this year's election?
Just hope Dan Long wins.
Stubby wins. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How are you?
How are you?
Very good, thank you. Can I have your name, please?
John Conley.
John Conley. And you're holding your sign for Tom McAvoy for selectman. Can you tell me why?
Well, I think he's the better of the two candidates.
You do?
Yes.
Any other reasons why?
Well, he's a personal friend of mine.
How long have you been voting in North Andover?
About 15 years.
Any insight into this election as opposed to last year's election?
Well, it's hard to say. It's the weather is good. Of course, it should bring out a much bigger vote, I would say. Of course, there aren't that many candidates running. There's only one selectman office open.
What about the charter, the issue of the charter? What's your opinion on that?
I think it'll go through.
Are you hoping that it will?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Can I have your name, please?
Charlie Manzi.
Charlie Manzi, and are you related to?
He's my brother.
Oh, he's your brother. Okay. Any special reason outside the fact that he is your brother that you are out here holding the sign for him?
Yes, I think he's got a good shot at winning. He ran 3 years ago, and when you do it, we've been working hard. We've given it our best, and it's a big day. A lot of, like Steve Long said, this is a lot of political offices are in question today.
Okay. Do you think that he's going to have some sort of an appeal to the young people of North Andover where he is young?
Definitely.
How's the turnout been as far as that
I
goes?
just got here 15 minutes ago, but all day long it's been great.
It's been great.
People are
Okay.
great.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Can I have your name?
Patricia Place.
Patricia Place. And how long have you been voting in North Andover?
I lived here for 24 years. I recently moved.
Okay. And you're holding your sign for James Dewhurst. Any particular reason why?
Yeah, I think he's the best man for the job, and I hope he wins.
Okay. How long have you been out here for today?
I was at the other school for 3 hours this morning. I've been here a half an hour.
What's the turnout been?
Down at Thompson, it was excellent. It was about 3:20 when I left there.
What about here?
I just got here a little while ago. Yeah.
Okay. How long are you going to be out here for today?
Probably all day.
All day. Very good. Another diehard. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy Robinson from the Kittredge School in North Andover for this year's elections. And with me I have Chris Smith, a familiar sight to the people of North Andover, especially today. And how are you doing today, Chris?
Very well, thank you. It's a beautiful day and I feel great.
And you're also running for selectman. And how do you feel about today in the long run?
Well, I have very good vibes. I've been the selectman for 3 years, and I think the people are coming out today, and hopefully they'll vote me back in for another 3 years.
They will, hopefully. Okay. What kind of qualities do you feel that did you have given the town of North Andover over the past couple of years, and can you do any better in the future?
Well, my campaign pledges before were to work in the best interest of the people, and I think I have fulfilled them, and I will continue to do so. I am for the people. A vote for me is a vote for them, and I will continue to work hard.
What about the issue of the charter? What's your opinion on that?
Well, it was the Board of Selectmen that are presently in office that had initiated the charter, because I think we had realized that the time had come that something had to be done with our form of government. So naturally, I support the charter, and I hope that it will pass today.
How long have you been out here today?
I've been out since about 7:30 this morning at all of the different polling precincts. I'm going from different ones, making sure that everybody has coffee and everything is going well for our campaign.
Of me voting. And all you have to say is, here we are at the voting at the precinct at the Kittredge School, and I'll carry it from there.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
It's Nancy Robinson from the voting at the Kittredge School in North Andover.
You know, Nancy, I was just thinking, I have been voting now in North Andover for 35 years, and I always have voted in St. Michael's precinct, and this is the first year that I am voting here at the Kittredge School. So I'm going to vote now.
Okay.
John Robinson, 42 Fernview Avenue. That's 42 Fernview Avenue, John Robinson.
All right, there you are, Mr. Robinson, right up the top of the page.
Well, that's exciting. I'm on top of the page.
Right, there you are. There's your ballot.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
I just go right around here and vote. All right, fine. And I think this is one of the greatest things of a democracy, that we can exercise our vote in privacy. And it goes into that box and it's counted. This is where we, the people, can speak out as to what we want in North Andover. So I'm going to exercise the greatest privilege I have as an American citizen. I am going to vote. And I just feel sorry for the people who are registered voters, or even who are not registered voters and do not exercise this right. This is what makes our country great, that we the people, can select the people that are going to represent us. And now, the greatest privilege to vote. I think I will pick up my copy of the town report while I'm at it. John Robinson, 42 Fernview. Well, look who I have here, an old friend from way back.
And how are you, John?
Many, many years ago. This is Alice Letarte. And for many years, she worked in the town hall. How have you been doing? You retired?
I'm retired.
I hope you're enjoying your...
I was selectman for 23 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do hope you're enjoying your retirement as much as I am.
I certainly am.
It's
Are
nothing...
you retired?
Oh,
too?
yes, yeah. I'm just doing this, as a part-time
Yeah.
person and just running Channel 25, but I have been enjoying my retirement.
Oh, very
I haven't
good.
seen you for quite a while.
Well, people always keep saying that. I suppose I should stand on the corner and wave to everybody.
I'll tell you, it's... And today I was in the donut shop doing the interviews. You know who I ran into? Haven't seen for quite a while, Peter Garofoli.
Oh, yes.
So it just seems you just stay right there and
Yeah.
the old friends, you know?
He served a long time.
That's right.
Made a lot more money than I did.
Well, okay, nice seeing you, Alice. Now I just put this over here, right? How are you doing? And now is the ballot.
That's it.
And here we have Ray
Civic duty is
Canty.
done for the day.
We followed a lot of elections together. Remember
Right,
that?
right.
Remember last year's election, the snowstorm and so
Oh,
forth?
yes.
Yep.
Very much so.
Now you have a public office, don't you?
Public Works.
Public Works, uh-huh.
Yes.
Hey, listen, tonight, why don't you stop down in Channel 25 and we'll talk about the election. Alan Breen will be there. Vote Monday, March 3rd. Chris Smith, Selectman. She cares. I think this is the biggest ad I've seen in all my times here in North Andover. Actually, a plane is flying over the town here with the election that we are going to vote today, and supporting, of course, this was paid for by Chris Smith, but it shows modern advertising today. Okay, and now we're going down to St. Michael's Precinct.
Okay. Hi, this is Nancy Robinson, and I'm here for the North Andover town elections at St. Michael's School. And with me, I have Paul Manzi, who is running for town treasurer. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Long day for you so far?
Yeah, I'm just ready to go to lunch right now and just hope it's a nice day and a lot of people are out voting, and I hope the vote comes in my favor, of course. But just want to let the people of North Andover know that I've worked hard and I've gone door to door and I've met a lot of nice people in this town. I love this town. It's a great town, and I have a deep respect for my opponent, and I respect for all the people in this town.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
That's good. What's your name?
Tommy Long.
Tommy Long. Any relation to Dan Long?
That is my father.
Oh, it's your father. Okay. How long have you been out here today?
About an hour.
About an hour. How long are you going to be out here for?
I don't know, until they relieve me.
Until they relieve you. Oh, that sounds great. You?
Good. I'm John Thompson from the Charter Commission.
Very good. And how long have you been voting in North Andover, sir?
Ever since I was born.
Ever since you were born. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Can I have your name, please?
Yes, I'm Gene Northam.
Gene Northam. How long have you been voting in North Andover?
Well, ever since I was 21, I've been in town for 40 years.
40 years. Okay, you've seen quite a few elections come and go then. What's your opinion on this year's election as opposed to last year's or the year before's?
Well, I think the weather, for one thing, is a big factor. It's a very nice day, and I think we should have a considerable amount of voters come out. I think the charter thing is a very big item on the list of things. I'm personally in favor of the charter. I think the town does need a change, and it's about time that we do. The town is getting too big to run it on the type of government we have at this time.
Good afternoon, ladies. How are you today?
Just fine.
That's good. Can I have your names, please?
Arlene Casale.
From North Andover?
Yes, from North Andover. Jackie Broadhurst.
From North Andover also. Can I ask how long you've been voting in North Andover?
How long I've been voting? Well, if you subtract 18 from 57, you've got it.
Hi, good. How are you?
Good.
That's good. Can I have your name, please?
Bill McAvoy.
Bill McAvoy. Any relation to Mr. Tom McAvoy?
Yes, my older brother.
Older brother. Okay. Can you give me some of his qualifications that you might think, other than the fact he's your
He's got a lot of
brother?
experience. He's been on the school committee. He was a selectman before, and he's very interested in the town, and as our whole family has been. I've been the recreation director here in town for 37 years, and I think that he's well qualified to be a selectman. He's interested. That's what is the important part.
Very good. Robinson, and I'm here at the North Andover Town Hall, where my guest is Town Clerk Dan Long. Good afternoon, Mr. Long. How are you today?
Tired right now.
It's been a long day for you.
And it's going to be longer.
How long have you been at it so far today?
I was up at 5 this morning.
5 o'clock, and you'll be at it until about midnight tonight?
I hope it's not midnight.
Not midnight. Okay. You are running for re-election. What is your basic opinion of this year's election as opposed to your last election?
The last time I ran or the first time I got elected?
The last time you ran.
Well, the last time I ran, I had no opponent.
You had no opponent. So this time it's a little bit of a different story. What's your opinion on this year's election?
On my job?
On your job.
I think I ran a very good campaign. I have had a lot of workers out there working for me. I think my chances are very, very good to get reelected.
Final take. Well, Nancy, it's, my heavens, it's 10 minutes to 4. We've been on the road since 10 o'clock. Are you tired?
Unbelievable. A little bit more now than I was before, but it's been a fun day.
Yes, I enjoyed it too, and certainly I enjoyed having you here. It added so much color, believe me. And I'm sure a lot of my friends will agree with that.
Oh, I've had a great time, and this has honestly been the first election where, even though I'm not really from North Andover, I feel very familiar at this point with what's going on in the town, with the new charter and with the people who are running for office. And they're very, very friendly people. It's probably one of the most friendliest towns I've ever been in, as far as doing video goes. And they've just made it very enjoyable. And you've made it enjoyable too, both you and Andy.
Well, thank you. And Andy, I think, did a very, very good job. He worked hard. He followed us all along and did a very good job. Very good, Andy. And Well, he's the one that also photographs our basketball games and our football games and so forth. Well, okay, Nancy, what do you say we go back to the studio and start editing?
Okay, it's about time. Sounds good.
Okay, thank you for watching our Mobile election for 1984. This is Jack and Nancy Robinson saying good night.